Hey guys, Adam Harvey here, Long Creek High School down in New Braunfels, Texas. Excited about sharing a little press palms with you guys today. Been coaching for 21 years now. Head coach, brand new school in Long Creek. With that said, I want to start by talking about what's important to me as far as in the world of culture. We are a school of freshmen and sophomores right now. We're really trying to teach these things that both show up on the field, obviously, and then in life as well, using football as a platform. So we're talking about being a lead in all things. I won't bore you too much. You can read over this later on and ask any questions that you might have regarding this stuff. But you can kind of see that the pillars of what we're going to do, form, storm, norm, and perform, that ties in with our mantra, which is fire, family, integrity, resiliency, and elite, and then toughness. That toughness is tenacity, unwavering, grit, and being honorable. So again, I won't bore you with that. My defense philosophy, three things. Two of them are non-negotiables. The two non-negotiables, fast and physical. You better play fast and you better play physical if you're going to play football for us on the defensive side of the ball. To sum it up, in the fast world, we never want to expect or accept anyone to make our play. You have a job to do, and we expect you to do it every step of the way. And the moment you slow down or the moment you think that someone else can do your job, you're not playing fast. So that is, again, a non-negotiable for us. Number two is physical. We want to impose our will for 48 minutes in every play, every way possible. So we want to make sure that we're preaching those things. I think that's what becomes crucial in having a good defense, is playing fast and physical. And finally, we want to be a team that knows how to have fun, right? We're known, to enjoy the game, to play with tenacity, and also to play with passion, but have fun while we're doing it. Never take for granted that we play the greatest game on earth. So that's just a little bit about my philosophy defensively. In this particular talk, again, press palms is going to be the topic. The first thing we're going to talk about, the first three bullet points here, are really from the corner standpoint, and the second three are from the safety standpoint. A little bit different than what a lot of people teach. I am in a squared stance and squared alignment. So we are actually head up on that receiver. The three things that we teach with alignment are BCS. So if you remember, prior to the college football playoff, the bowl championship series, that's kind of when I kind of started doing a lot more press coverage. I came up with an acronym with BCS. First thing we're going to do is smell the breath. The second thing we're going to do is bend, a good bend in the ankles and the knees with the flat back so we can see the core. And then finally, the S stands for strike, which is a post-snap action. We'll talk about that here in a minute. That strike is going to be a two-hand press. Again, I think there's some discrepancy there. A lot of people want to, jab with the one hand, bell out. A lot of people think you can get in trouble, especially with the lunging piece with the two-hand strike. We do some things that I won't get into as far as this talk goes, but if you're interested, to reach out, talk to me a little bit about that. I'll be willing to share what we do to kind of help alleviate some of that lunging. But as you see here, we want to pretend like it's an alley fight, right? And what I mean by that is you never see an alley fight where somebody that's really confident that they can go in and maybe win that fight, where they go in one-hand punch and then run away, right? That press bell concept. You're going to go in and you're going to impose your will. You're going to push with two hands. So that's why we really try to teach the two-hand press. We want to impede the progress of that receiver, right? We want to impede the progress and the release of the receiver, whether he's going inside and outside. We have a 2-yard rule. We can follow that guy squared up inside. We can follow him squared up outside. We just want to make sure that we give him all the hell that we can possibly give him to not allow him to release easily, right? Again, I'm a believer in press because of that. If we're pressing and we're allowing a free release, then what's the point in pressing? That's my whole thing. As far as the hash goes, for the safeties, we're aligned from about anywhere between 8 and 12. Usually it's going to be 10 to 12 yards deep. But that 2-yard hash rule is inside, outside, or obviously directly on. We never really want to be outside that hash more than 2 yards, and we never want to be inside the hash more than 2 yards. Depending on where the ball is spotted, will depend on that. Also, who we're going against, where their dude is in the structure of the formation. But that is a 2-yard hash rules for those safeties, and we'll talk about that a little bit more here later on as well. Cover 27. Again, I'm an easy math kind of guy. If the width of the football field is 53 and a third yards, let's round up to 54. You cut that in half. It's more of a cover two mindset, but we want our safeties to play like they have to play cover 27 every snap, right? That is a cover two mindset, but it also can be cover four, depending on what the corner does, depending on what the front shoulder of the quarterback does. That's the beautiful of palms. The beautifully thing, when we set up palms, you can go cover two at any moment. You can also play cover four, but that cover 27 mindset really covers the best of both worlds. Know where your inner divider is as well as your outer divider, but your outer divider is always going to be the sideline. So it's really important that you hug that hash, right? As you see in that final bullet point, you pace your pedal and you force the further throws. That's really what we're trying to do in our press palms alignment, and you'll see a lot of good clips here as we get into the film. Again, when they go into an empty set, right? This is a tight end here. Going into an empty set, we can still run our palms look. We can run a couple of different things out of this. We stay palms, especially when we feel like there's going to be a quick game, right? Tunnel screens, any type of hitches, any type of crawfish, anything like that. We want to stay in our cover two concept. It's what we do here. They try to throw it back to the field. Now, one of the things we really work on a lot is block destruction. So as you can see, I personally believe, and you'll see it in several clips here, it's very difficult to block a press corner, whether it's from number one or number two. In this case, they kind of get in our grill a little bit. That's okay. Now we got to be able to shock and shed, right? Block destruction for us is good extension with the hands, and we want to shed to the inside pocket, keep our outside leverage, and that's how we're going to play football. He does a great job right there. Right. So again, get caught up a little bit, able to shed him and then grab a hold of the ankles and a minimal gain. Right. Good job by the overhang here as well. Again, one of the other things that we're really, really big on, you see the overhang does it a good job here. Get hands on that tight end. Okay. Again, this is a tray empty formation after the flash motion from the back to head out. We want to get hands on the tight end, and now he's got a responsibility in his coverage, and that is slants and glance. He gets out there and makes a play. All right, now you get wide splits on occasion. So again, I talked about the condensed sets. We also get wide splits as well. A lot of times to the field here, if we feel like we absolutely have to, or if they got a cat that's really good here in the slot, we will trap this as well. And a lot of times we will just pre-snap trap it. But right here, we felt like we could play these guys head up, and so we did so. Good job here with the 2-yard rule. Got to break in because he doesn't have anywhere to go out. He's out there on the ticks. Good job falling off of that slant route. I would like to see a little bit more presence from my outside overhang there, or my Mike backer for blitzing, which we're not. All right, so they really should have hit the glance here and really have us, but we know that quarterback's trying to hit their dude, and again we play good over and under, get a PBU there on the sideline.